Hi there, I'm Jo Fitzgerald from Tiny Sponges, and I'm going to be making with you some Halloween food to do with your kids. This one I'm going to be calling Veggie Scone Monster Claws. I might change that, doesn't sound that catchy, does it? But actually, I've just kind of made this up and I'm thinking, I wonder if it's going to work. So let's have a go, shall we? So, first thing what we need to do is add flour. This is self-raising flour and there's 13 ounces in there. And then we want some baking powder. Now all of this you can be doing with your children. And it's so important that, you know, they help you with the measuring because that's all math skills for them. The weighing and counting. I'm going to add 3 and a bit. 4. So that goes in there. And what I've done is I cut up some swede, and then I had in the fridge I had some green soybeans. So I've just boiled them and mashed them together. Well, I didn't mash them, I used my whizzer. So that's in a really nice green puree now. So all of that just goes in there. Again, more maths. What colour is it? That's right, it's green. Can we get it all out? Wow, that's it. Scrape it all out. There you go. Bowl's empty. Right, now we're going to add some cheese. So I'm just going to sprinkle the cheese on. Wow, look at that. Can you sprinkle with your fingers? Excellent, look at that. Amazing. And then we're just going to add some milk. Now there's 9 fluid ounces in here, but you might not need it all. So I'm going to start bringing that together. Just mix it all around. And you know, the children can get as messy as they want here. It's nice for them to use their fingers, to use their hands. That's all manipulative skills. It's all, like we were talking about in earlier videos, it's the fine motor skills and the gross motor skills of the arms. And they can get really, really involved in this. It's great for them. That I think, if you have a look at that, I think just a little bit more milk just to bring it all together. There. Now, if you wanted a stronger green, you could either add some veggie food colouring, or instead of using the squash, you could just use all beans, or to get a really, really nice colouring, a nice green colouring, you could put spinach in. And don't really cook the spinach. You could put it maybe in the microwave for, I don't know, 30 seconds. It doesn't need a lot. Right, so there we go. That's the scone dough there. Nice consistency. And then this comes out onto here. Yeah. I'm just going to shape it together. There. And once you've patted it down, what you're going to do then is take a cutter and just cut some circles. Now I've got a silicone baking tray here. If you haven't got a silicone baking tray, then obviously just greaseproof paper, with a little bit of oil on it. These are monster claws, so I've made them quite big, but you don't need to make them big. I'm just going to make 3 for now. Okay, move this over here, and then bring this here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to actually make the claws. So 1 cut, 2 cuts. There, we pinch it together a little bit. There. And the children can do this. Maybe it looks like a Gruffalo paw. Do you think it does? There's another one. And this one, let's bring the silicone down a little bit. 1, 2. Good counting. And then we're going to put the actual claws on themselves. So these are pecan nuts. I thought pecan nuts looked quite good actually, but you could use almonds or whatever you want. Let's have a look. I think we'll have some that are facing down. 1, 2, got 2 there. 3. And then how about this one? Let's try this one to the side a bit. 1, 2. Do you know what? I think we could cut this one. We could give him another claw here. This is going to be a 4-clawed monster. 3, 4. And this one, can you press it down? 1, 2, 3. They're big claws, aren't they? They do look like a Gruffalo's claws. And then I've got a little bit of leftover milk here, so I'm just going to put a little bit of milk on just before it goes in the oven. And it's going to go into quite a hot oven. If you've got a fan oven, it's about 200. I think that's about gas 6 or 7. And then I'm going to put some cheese on the top. And there we go, sprinkle that on. There, and then we've got some vegetable monster claw scones. And they're going to go in the oven, and then I'll show you when they come out. Okay. So here they are after about 15 to 20 minutes in the oven. You can check them, keep looking at them, because sometimes if they are different sizes, they'll take less or more time. I think they look great. They're healthy, lots of veg in there, very little salt, and they're fun to make. I really hope you enjoy them. And if you make them at home, I'd love you to share a photo with us. So here's the list of ingredients. Just a point to remember, if you have children with nut allergies, you can always replace the pecan nuts with half a date or maybe half a dried apricot, and they'd still look great. They'd still really look like monster claws. And any children with a dairy intolerance, all you have to do is substitute that milk with soy milk or almond milk or an alternative. So once again, thanks for watching. It would be great if you could share this, and I'll see you next time.